Good morning, everybody. I'm Go VR Go Home, and welcome to the Sunday Brunch kit builds. Every weekend or every Sunday, I show up. We'll work on a kit. We will do some weathering, graffiti, maybe work on the layout. Today, we've got another kit. This is a brand new kit for you. I'll also kind of show you what I worked on last week as well, because I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more lumber loads to be able to finish that. So I'll show you that in a minute. Well, I'm going to say good morning to everybody that's in the chat bright and early. Trains by Perry, IGR FBS, how's it going in Sweden? Wigwag and Mike Trains. Good morning, good morning. And Mr. Brian Ferguson, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Now, in typical Sunday brunch build fashion, if there's anybody who's working on something train related and you want to join us here, talk trains, then you're more than welcome to. And I'll put the link right there. There we go. Okay, so let's get started because it's already 10. By the way, I do go a little bit earlier now, 10 a.m. It's more brunch appropriate opposed to the lunchtime build, which is not what I do. It's more of a brunch build. Dwight Curley, how's it going, Dwight? And just in case you did miss the announcement from last Thursday, hey, Jack, and Randy, we're going to be doing another group build, a group brunch build, and this is the kit that we're all going to be working on for the group brunch build. It's the Walthers HO Scale Chocolate Factory. This is brand new from Walthers, and we'll be starting that the 19th of November, so it gives everybody lots of time. If you have not been able to obtain a kit and you still want to, you still got lots of time. And then, yeah, just reach out. Let us know that you want to be a part of that. Trackside Mike, how's it going? Good morning, everybody. Morning. Okay, so this kit here, I'm going to show you. Well, I'll show you what I did last week, and then I'll show you what I'm working on this week. So last week we got one of these kits here, but it was more of a lumber kit, as you can see. So you get a bunch of these, which is I think we established this was a 16-foot 2x4 stacked. And these were like a 10-foot, something like that. There's I think it was like a 10-footer. I didn't do anything with the smaller ones, but as you can see, I did wrap a whole bunch of my other ones here using a garbage bag. I used garbage bag to wrap my loads. And then I have all these little beaver lumber. Well, you can see here, this is what it looks like. So cut some of them out, usually in sets of 4, and then I just glued it to the front. Then after the show, I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, well, I need to raise these up a bit. So I had cut up little 2x4s using wood stirs. And I don't know if I can get one out of here or if you'll even see it. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see them on top there. And I put some 2x4s, 3 of them, right across there. And then when you just sit it on top, it raises it up a little bit. And that way the forklift can get in there and individually lift them out. I'm going to make this all more permanent once I do get the other ones done, and then I get the other side done as well. I'll have to cut way more 2x4s to put in between them, but I've got lots of stir sticks, so there's no problem there. It's just very time consuming, but I'll be working on that eventually. I've got all the time in the world, so I'm sure I'll be able to finish that at some point. Here's a quick kit. So this is the pallet racks. This is new from Walthers. It feels like they literally just announced this a couple of months ago, and it's already showed up. And it allows you to make single or double framed pallet racks And you get 2 sheets here, and I'll show you how they go together. So you've got your ends, which are these. I don't know if using, yeah, I'm going to have to use a knife for this because they look very thin. So to avoid them breaking, to avoid it going flying, now these are the kind of pieces that I can put together, all together, and then glue them and then paint it because it's all going to be basically one color, and then weather it. Now, as the packaging, that's a different color you can just use right out of the package. But I think it really depends on where you're putting them. So there's a lot of different lumber or hardware stores that do have them, and then they end up painting them the color or the same aesthetic as the store or the store logo. For example, I've seen some at Lowe's that are blue. I've seen orange ones at the Home Depot. These are in your aisles. These are in your shipping and receiving areas, in the back rooms. Usually if they're in the back room of something, they're just the stainless steel color, the silver, or whatever you want to call that. Stormy Sky, how's it going? And it's just a matter of popping all these out. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 ends here, which basically mean that you can build 2 complete shelf racks that are too long, if that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. Yeah, that just makes it very difficult to do this because it's a thicker knob at the end there that holds them for the injection moldings, but at the same time it's like they're a small piece to begin with. So I can't use my scissors. And the knife takes forever. There we go. Okay, so that's all 6 there. So basically you'd be doing them in sets of 3. So you do that, and then you put your cross braces in between them, and then you do that twice. So you technically get 6 of those because you get another set over here. Or you can do them even longer. But just to make sure that I have enough and it's not taking up too much space, maybe I'll put a couple at one end of the shop, a couple at the other end. We'll see what happens here. I haven't fully decided where everything is going yet. I might not need them all for the shop and just do a couple in the shop and then save the other ones for somewhere else. Maybe the beaver lumber itself, possibly. Where'd it go? Oh, it's in my shirt. See, these are very thin. And it's like, unless you just going to weld that back together. It'll be fine. Once it's painted, you won't even know. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Now, there are little holes, as I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere here, that basically would hold these together. Or not. Either one. Yeah, it's very weird. It's a very small... That's going to be a pain. Okay, maybe I found it. Or maybe that's just that. Okay. Just going to clean up these pieces a little bit here because there is a little bit of flash on them. Now you're supposed to put 3 of these on each. So where would it be? So it'd be 1 at the bottom, 1 there, and then 1 there, technically. So that being said, I'm going to see if I can do this. I don't imagine this will look perfect, but it should still work. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this because the pieces are so small. It's like, how are you supposed to get that on there? Hey, Steve, how's it going? Yeah, we're going earlier now because I can. Mostly because I can. We're doing the lunchtime one, and that was strictly based off the fact that my wife worked for 10 o'clock, so I had to get her to work. But she's switched jobs, so she doesn't even work Sundays. So now I have the option to actually start at the original time, because for those who remember, I actually used to start at about 10 o'clock back in the day. So it's good to go back to the earlier time, because what used to happen is that when I did my 12 o'clock, right, it's like I get out of bed, I take my wife to work, and then come home, quickly eat something, do a live, and then within 30 minutes or so, I'm already back down here so that I can work. So now it's like I've got several hours after I'm done to do whatever. Time is much better, I think. Yes, these are the Walthers. These are brand new Scene Master pallet racks. $20 Canadian. Oh, here we go. We have. Hey, Randall, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. How's things going on your end?
Good. Are you trackside today?
Oh no, I'm at home for now. I go to work from 2 to 11 at Walmart now. So
Oh, okay.
after everything dried up at BNSF, I
Are
had
you
to get a
working on
second
anything today?
job. Huh?
So things slowed down a lot at work?
Yeah, yeah. Well, what happened was BNSF decided they were going to start deadheading crews on trains, and when they did, it took a bunch of our long hauls with it. So um, where I was going out
Oh,
working
jeez.
7 days a week, now I'm doing pretty good if I go out 3 times a week now.
Yeah. But it just doesn't cover it, eh?
Yeah, well, when we was really going, when it was really busy, we had not enough drivers and a bunch of trips. Now we have too many drivers and not enough trips. So, oh well, it'll even itself out eventually. I
Oh
hope
yeah.
so.
Yep. It happens. Are you working on anything today?
Uh, yeah, I'm going to see if I can find something here. I got a couple of cars that these new couplers put on them. So, if I can find them.
So Steve is wondering how many come in the kit. So on one sheet like this, it allows you to make two that are too wide. Whoop. I totally threw that at myself, and now I have no idea where it is. Did I catch it? I totally caught it, but then I dropped it. Okay, I'll catch it. It totally allows you to make two of these, right? So you've got a center support with a rack on this side of it and a rack on this side of it. So that's what one sheet allows you to do. So you get two sheets with it. So yeah, but you can make them singles as well. It just you'll have extra pieces if that's the case. Or you can make a single and a triple, or one really long one, I guess, but you'd still have extra pieces after that.
Yeah, I can start a kit for a little bit.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
See if I can get part of it put together before I have to leave. Change my camera right quick. That's the wrong camera. There we go. That's what we needed. Okay. There's the body. That's all good right there. Weight.
That's kind of what
All right.
these things go together really weird in real life too, so I don't expect this to be any easier.
Oh yeah.
Makes me think that they can do like an HO scale, almost like a scaffolding as well kind of kit, which would be really cool for like a construction scene, or if there's like painters or somebody working on something, you can put the scaffolding in front of the building, and that'd be kind of neat.
That's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
That hopper there came with a caboose detail kit. I guess it's must be the same for the hoppers too, except for the smoke jack. So
Who makes that one?
that is an old Athearn blue box I found on one of my visits to Memphis. So
Okay.
I just liked it because of the paint scheme. So
Steve says that Keebury already makes a scaffolding kit. Thought I would have had something there. Yeah, cost isn't really great on certain things. Because like even when I was at the Otter Valley show, I saw that ITLA has auto frames, and I had asked Nick from ITLA who actually makes them, and he said that he did, but it's stupid expensive for to build a train with the frames on, and you have to make all the frames or put them all together yourself. So again, not cost effective, but who else makes auto frames? So there's that.
I forgot I had this UP caboose in my $10 box where I went to an auction busting trains last year. And it's got a smoke jack missing on it. Let's see if we can press this guy in here.
I'm gonna have to cut one of these out as well. Now they also give you this corrugated metal shelving as well. They give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. But you don't have to use it for every shelf. But it basically sits right on top of it.
Drill right there. Oh, good deal. All right back here. And the couplers. One. Well, yeah,
Buckman rumored to be making the ACS 64 Amtrak Harry Potter version. Well, I do enjoy Harry Potter. but I've never thought about getting the actual train.
I guess they still make those, don't they, Chris?
Well, Anthony's saying that they're going to be doing another run. Well, it's definitely something I would consider.
Oh, boy, that was close.
I think most of these are just for utility. Because looking at the lumber load, right? You put the lumber load on there, it's like it has to be too deep. So I don't know. That's I guess it'd be based off of how you're planning on storing everything, but I wonder if that would fit in between. It will not. These don't want to glue apparently as well, which that's a pain. Yeah, depending on if it's like wait, why would it be Amtrak and Harry Potter?
Unless it's the Acela set that they're doing in that scheme.
Possibly. Hey Kyle, how's it going? Hey Brad.
Me personally, I like it when model train companies do those kind of oddball stuff for their trains. I know a lot of the quote unquote rivet counters don't like it, but I kind of like it. I kind of like a little fantasy in my life every once in a while.
Yeah, the like the novelty of it,
Yeah.
basically, like it's fun. Yeah.
Well, like the Ether Legendary Liveries engines, I really like those. I've got,
Yeah, the
uh, I've got, yeah, I've got three of those. I've got two BNSF FP45s and a Burlington Northern ES44 AC. So, uh,
Did you like that one that Scale Trains did, where it was like a contest where you design your own
yeah, I saw
locomotive?
that. I would like to get one of those. I don't know if I can or not. I will have to see what this first check looks like
Mhm.
for my new job, but see where things come after all the bills and everything. But yeah, I'd like to get one of those. I'm surprised they haven't sold out. It didn't sell well, but
Yeah, between those and like I've seen a couple others that have arrived lately, like Atlas did an all gold Operation Lifesaver GP40.
yeah, I
And
saw
then
that too.
I think Athearn did an SD40, but it has the Athearn logo on it.
Yep, their 75th anniversary engine. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. It's not for everybody, but you know, the novelty is there. They just got to be able to justify moving so many units, right? If they can't
yep.
move so many units, there really isn't a point to it. Hey Brian, how's it going? I think I'm just going to do the one rack, and then I'll leave the other one for later. And we'll work on another kit because really not much to these. They're just, again, very tedious.
I probably opened it up too much.
You know, do you think I guess not this year, but January? I think Randall disappeared.
No, I'm still here.
Oh,
I'm just trying to get this smoke jack put on this caboose here. Daggum, I thought this was going to be a little easier than what I thought it was going to be. That thing's been fighting me. I had to ream out the hole just a little bit. Oh, shoot. Well, it wasn't very nice. I had to ream out the hole just a little bit to kind of get the thing to start in there.
yeah, it's a pain when it doesn't line up and it's.
Well, these older Athearn kits, they're kind of well known to have flashing in them from the molding process. So you kind of have to be mindful of that. Have some good files. So. But they're still fun kits to put together.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
Jack
pretty
says,
durable.
"Don't fight the caboose; you'll never win."
Dude, hang on, let me. You broke up there for a minute, Chris. I heard you say Jack. And,
Yeah, Jack said, "Don't fight the caboose; you'll never win."
well, that's probably true, Jack. There's got to be a better way than that. I thought you doing this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Whoopsies.
I know what that means.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Or use something a little less abrasive. Yeah, well, I think it'll stay. Now I can probably use the rest of my 30 minutes trying to put this thing together. So let's see, that's 33-inch wheels. I've got to 36s if I haven't used them all. Probably not, man. Probably not now. I want to try the other one.
Bradley, you're still in the hospital? Oh, geez. Okay, well, I mean, at least, yeah, it's quiet there, right? be able to get lots of work done. Yes. I plan on getting a couple of those, Anthony. The city group ones. I'm going to need a couple of those for sure. Not sure when they will be arriving, though. Possibly like November, I think they said. Not 100% on that, though. But yeah, I'm sure when they show up, I'll snag a couple. I've been working on the lead up to the actual chocolate factory on the layout. So there's been quite a bit of work done over the last month or so in regards to that. Because as soon as November hits, well, I'm gone for the first half of the month, and then second half we're working on the actual kit build. So we'll see what happens. There's been a lot of cabooses that have been offered recently. Athearn had a few, Tangent had a few, Rapido did all the wide visions. It's been a caboose plethora, almost. If you've ever wanted a caboose, it's like it's out there for you. I pre-order them with the Scale Trains ones. The Scale Trains ones have lights and sounds. You're gonna get them too. Well, with the Scale Trains refrigerated cars, they only have the BNSF version, so that really won't work for what I need particularly. So unfortunately, I don't think that will be an option for me. Though I have seen, what is it? Who did them before? Was it Bachmann? Bachmann did a refrigerated car with sound. Someone will
Athearn
know.
did one with sound.
Athearn?
Yeah, they're Genesis refrigerator cars.
Oh. Yeah, because I've seen a couple of those at the club, and it's like they just had the sound going, but they were parked in a siding. I thought it was neat, but it's kind of a novelty as well, you know.
They're supposed to do a new run of them because they announced some during their October announcements. Yep, I did. I need to try to get some of these cars done because the October Display West Plains starts next weekend. So let's see. I better. Let's see. Spelling for yep. That old hopper car right there, it almost took a ride off my train table one time. And I had to catch it. And when I did it, I don't know if it'll show up or not, but I broke a little detail part off the hatch there. And there's a little nick there on the bay where it peeled some of the paint back. But other than that, still in good shape. 25 years old. So,
oh, that's not too bad.
yeah.
Find the more detail they have, the more breakable they are.
Oh yes, I 1000% agree with that. Trust me, I know from experience. In fact, I've got scale trains BNSF-9 in the other room. I got to put a step on it because it broke off. Wasn't anything from the factory. It was just me not being smart, which is a pretty common thing for me.
It happens.
Yeah.
Some of them are so delicate. I look at it and I'm like, I don't even want to touch it. I don't want to pick it up or anything because I'm like, I know as soon as I try, it's gonna be in 5 pieces.
Exactly. I'm almost. It stinks that the cool paint schemes are always on the higher end stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why I don't have a steam locomotive. I look at the big boys and I'm like, well, there's no way that I'd be able to get that on the track without it falling over or something. So those are like $100 or more sometimes.
Yeah, that's a 58 coupler. That's unusual. Good spring stick in there. Yeah, it is. Maybe. So have you got any of those U25Bs yet, Chris, or you plan to get any?
No, I didn't originally plan to get any. No road names that I would use. So I know you got your Frisco, right?
I got 2 of them right there.
You got 2 Frisco. Oh, okay. I thought you only got one. Right on.
I had originally just bought this one, number 800, and I started doing some figuring. I'm like, well, you know what? I could swing it, and I had enough budget. I could get that one. So
they probably look best in a pair, anyways, right?
Oh yes. Well, what's cool about this one on the bottom here, number 803, you may not can see it from the where the camera's sitting, but it's got the nose stripes on the front.
Oh.
So
got a close look at those RS11s. The RS11s look really nice.
Yeah, I heard they look nice. I saw James Rice. I saw James Wright had a review on one of them, but I had never watched it yet. So.
Yeah, they're very neat looking.
Yeah. Alcos are cool locomotives, regardless.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Mark,
odd.
which RS11 were you looking at? I don't remember you saying you wanted an RS11. He wants the Central Vermont, probably.
I wouldn't complain about that one.
No, the two-tone green is very nice.
There were some really classic paintings out there.
Yeah, they're very they're very dark. You know, if it's not a dark green, it's a dark, black or dark gray. The which one is it? The gray and blue one. I think it's a Wisconsin something. Wisconsin Central, possibly.
Wisconsin Central will be maroon and yellow.
So who? Now I gotta look at it. RS11. I'll tell you exactly what it is. What do you mean you don't know? Okay, here. Dash 11.
Gotta love the internet sometimes.
Well, you put in RS11 and it's like, I don't know what that is. You put in RS-11, it's like, oh, hold on a second, I got you. The dash makes all the main central.
I remember one time I was looking up
Delaware and Hudson.
I remember one time I was looking up stuff for the Frisco Railroad, and you won't believe where it took me. I mean, you type in one thing, it takes you somewhere that's completely the opposite of what you're looking for, and you're like, is the internet really this jacked up?
Yeah, you never know what you'll find. Actually, Mark raises a good question. So with your units there, the cab is the forward, right?
Right. Both of these engines here were the former GE demonstrators. So these are actually the first U-25Bs built as far as prototype info. That's what I looked up. Frisco has the unique distinction of owning the very first U-25B built and the very last U-25B built.
Yeah.
And don't mind my radio in the other room. It goes off every couple hours for some reason.
All good.
Weather alert. Due to your weather band station.
Yeah, I think part of the reason why Mark is not partial to high nose locomotives is because you can't tell which end is which.
Yeah. Well, see, N&W, and I think Southern was like this too. The long hood would actually be forward. Whereas on the Frisco unit, to make it easy, here, I'll just take my camera off the tripod and show you. Kind of make it easy right here. Like on number 803 here, you could tell where well, it is really not liking that. Okay. So, to make it easy right here, on the Frisco engine. Dadgummit, quit doing that. You can see the nose stripes right there to indicate where the forward motion is.
Oh, okay. Oh, neat.
So now, not all the Frisco engines have that or had that because if you look at number 800 here, it doesn't have the nose stripes.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one's, well, they've always been known for doing, number specifics as well as.
Well, the reason I think Frisco was testing that, they were trying to get more visibility at grade crossings. And so on some of their engines, they applied stripes to them.
As if the bright orange wasn't enough.
Yeah. Well, I think they were having some issues with grade crossing accidents, and so they were experimenting with some stuff to make them more visible. Yeah, that's kind of
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that engine right there is kind of a cheat sheet on how Frisco ran their U25Bs, which is short hood forward. So,
with my RS, I think it's an RS18 for my tempo set. It was a Canadian National locomotive, right? Originally for Canadian National, so they ran theirs long nose forward, but they had started renaming a lot of them under VIA, and then VIA would run short nose forward for the exact same locomotive. So yeah, it's something like that will throw a lot of people off and say, well, how do you know which end is which? And it's really just based off of whatever the railroad ran it as.
That's pretty much it right there.
Isn't there like a cab forward steam locomotive too? That throws me off.
There is. Yeah, they had cab forwards. And Jason, the train freak, or somebody mentioned this once, that SP also had a version, and I cannot remember what it's called. It's basically the same locomotive, except it's with the cab in the with the locomotive part position like you would normally see a steam engine.
Yeah.
So if that makes any sense. So.
Yep. Oh yeah.
But yeah, they SP I think had cab forwards, or no, they did have cab forwards. Don't know if any other railroads had them though. Oh, yeah. You know what?
Wrong one.
There. What I needed.
So far I'm not a fan of this kit because nothing locks in anywhere, and it just makes it ridiculously hard to keep this thing together. Hey John, how's it going?
I was just kind of reading through the chat there.
North of the cab forward steam engines. Wonder what the use for a cab forward steam locomotive would be. Like, why would they design it where the cab is forward? Like, you'd have to say that's like, it has to do with function or something. Like, why specifically? Oh, okay. Well,
Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Chris. I was just looking at the chat.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
My 2 racks are drying there. No worries. I've got another 2 more to do, but it's so painful. I'm not gonna do the other 2 right now. So I'm gonna open this kit here, the Farmers Cooperative Rural Elevator Kit. I'm gonna work on that because I need it for the part of the layout so that I can do some track work around it. So we'll start a new kit. Never done one of these before, so. But everybody seems to have one on their layout for some reason. So.
I was just going to say, tell Bradley Ogden that Rapido has U25Es out now. If you go to somewhere like Lombard Hobbies or Model Train stuff, even Train World still has some in stock. So the next engine that will come that I pre-order will be the C30-7. That's going to be an exciting one because that's an engine I grew up watching on the Thayer subdivision. Of course, by that time they were kind of in the twilight of their careers in the 1990s, but they were pretty fun to watch and listen to. So I've got high hopes for the Rapido model.
Should be good. They never disappoint.
Yeah, Bradley, they're doing BN and I think they're doing Union Pacific too. I don't know. I'd have to go look, but I think UP is in there. I know they're doing BN, Santa Fe. I'm trying to think of the other roads. I think they're doing NS too. The early NS, not the latter version with the ditch lights, but and I think they're doing the early CSX ones too. Fact of the matter is, I might have a book laying around. Yeah, there it is. I see it right over there. I'll grab it right quick. They may be in there. Let's see. Heck, these things want to fight me. Present. Like back there. Okay, let's see if we can find -7 here. Well, it must not be in this book because all it shows is the bi-level commuter cars, the GMD1 and the 44 tonner. The mechanical refrigerator car, the 3294 cubic foot mechanical reefer, and the Alco FAs. Oh, and there's also the H1 AB Hudson too.
Is this your shopping list or?
No, that's way out of my budget. So.
Yeah, I have to be very selective as well when it comes to new things that are coming out and whatnot. But
yeah, that's the book they sent me right there. So.
Oh, cool.
There's the FAs.
Did you end up getting any of the Aurora box cars?
No, I did not. I would have liked to have, but I never got one. So there's the commuter cars right there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of road names right there.
Yeah. The well, there's two versions of the Go Transit that I have to get. Like I got all was it 12 from the first run? Yeah, I think there was 12 numbers. So I'm not sure how many numbers this time around, but
there's the Go Transits they got right there. So
there's a two-tone green as well.
Oh yeah, I see it right there, the two-tone green one. So there is a second version, right there.
Yep.
And of course, they got two Metro Links too.
I like the Rail Runner as well. The Rail Runner is such a nice looking game.
It is. That does look good, and the Sounders look good too. Plus, they got undecorated too, at least from what they're showing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys like the undecorated stuff. They got something they can paint up right there. Did you read Eminem's comment, Chris? I don't know what he's doing, but
I have like one caboose.
Oh.
He's not a big caboose guy. I don't understand it. It caps off the end of the train so nicely.
I've got more than this, Chris, or Mark at M&M Rails, but yeah, this is just one of them at Anita Smoke Jack. I've got a couple of Well, let's see, how many Frisco ones have I got? I've got one that I got to put trucks on because it had metal trucks, and every time I stick it on the track, it shorts everything out. So I got to put a different set of trucks on there. I've got two Atherton ready to roll Frisco cabooses, and one of those is a bicentennial caboose. And then I've got a BN bay window that's older than dirt by now. let's see, I got a CB&Q one. I've got a BN executive caboose. And I mean in the executive scheme, the green and cream. And then I got, I think, 2 or 3 of the standard BN caboose. 2 of them's Athearn Blue Box models. But and then I've got various train set style cabooses that came in various sets. So yeah, I got a few.
$14. I think Kyle's saying he has 14 cabooses.
Yeah, Kyle's got a killer collection. Okay. Figure out. I have lost my screw nippers.
Where does that go? Oh, that's that thing. Number.
Okay.
Do you like those? It's not really a switcher, or unless it is, I'm not sure. It looks like a switcher that Rapido's doing.
You talking about the 44 center, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah. What's the deal with that?
It's a cool looking engine. I saw the video on it the other day. It's a pretty cool engine. It doesn't really fit my operating style, but it's pretty neat.
Looks like it can pull a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty stout. A little engine like that pulling nearly 20 cars. So
Yeah.
I think you just press it in there. I like it when you don't have to use glue on them. Put that one there, I will. That's not a big deal. That's why I got that stuff right there. Good old camping glue.
Is that a quick drying cement?
No, it's pretty slow cure, but boy, once it cures, I mean, it holds.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, when that set broke off and Skeletrain sent me the new ones, that's what they recommended that I use to attach them with. And I'm a firm believer in that stuff now, so I just use one of these little applicators that you can get at the hobby shops to put some glue on there and just paint it on there. It's a really watery type of glue when you pour it out. I mean, when you pour it out, it looks like water, but boy, it really bonds. Or looks like white water, almost kind of like a milky substance.
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, it doesn't take an extremely long time for it to start bonding, but you want to give it probably a few hours for if you want like a really good secure bond. See, that is not mine. Okay, this is one.
Number 18 and number 13. What's the difference?
Here's where it's going to go.
Oh. Apparently this thing has sliding doors.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's like pop this piece into this piece, and without getting glue on it.
Yeah.
And it'll slide open and close.
No problem. Real simple right there. Just make sure you don't get glue on anything.
Yeah.
With a tiny part.
I guess those are the doors.
For me, that'd be like being on a football team your first year, and the coach says, "Okay, go out and win the Super Bowl right off the bat and throw for 6,000 yards. No pressure."
I mean, like, this isn't even my first rodeo, but sometimes these things just don't go together as well as the instructions say they do.
I know that feeling all too well, Chris.
Is that the piece? That's the piece.
If I had $1 for every time something didn't go together like as planned, I wouldn't even need to go to work.
Yeah.
I hear my cat outside. One of them. What in the world? I'm putting that in the right place. That's where the instruction said it goes. That is not right. Let's go that way. Shoot, I gotta get off. Maybe I can get this piece in here before I have to jump off, Chris.
Yeah, I probably won't be too much longer myself. I think I'm probably just going to noon, to the top of the hour then.
Yeah. I just looked up and it's 10:30. I need to be getting ready, so.
No worries. You gotta go. You gotta go. Appreciate you jumping on there.
Oh, hey, not a problem. Appreciate you letting me come on. I'm gonna see if I can try and get this part on right quick so I don't risk losing it while I'm gone. Because weird stuff likes to happen when I leave, so. Let's see if I'll fit real quick. That's in the next spot. Choose some more filing right there. Hopefully without filing on the detail part itself.
thing together, right?
Hey, Bubs, how's it going? We've still got about 30 minutes left, Bub, so if you do want to jump on, you're more than welcome to. Here we go.
Okay.
Nine, 7, 6, 6. Pretty sure those are something else. And then there was 3. How's it going, Bubs?
Hey,
Hey,
Oh.
Bubs.
kind of caught off guard that the show's early. Really caught off guard that the show was early. I
Didn't I
thought it was
tell you
just
I was
starting
going
over.
earlier now?
No.
No. I may have missed that there because of work on all that there this week, but no, I don't remember you saying that. I actually just got back.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got back from tarping my trailer.
Long story short. Oh, okay.
Long story short, what?
Oh, my wife doesn't work on Sundays anymore, so I'm able to go back to the original time. That is.
Ah.
Yep.
I completely
Wait on there.
forgot about that.
Brad's asking how many elevators do you think?
Say again?
This is for a different section on the layout, so I can hear, and then it'll take up the corn or grain up to the ethanol. So this is like the from A to B, and this is the A.
What did I do with my flux? Ah, there it is.
The grain chute. Well, there was a couple more pieces I wanted to get for this, but this is the main part And if you guys remember, I had storage silos as well that actually Bubs got for me. So I'm putting those
Yep.
with this as well. And yeah, it's just for a section on the very bottom of the layout that's gotten not much love. So I'm just getting around to really breaking it down now to see what I can do.
That place has changed so many times.
So totally has. Just got to make sure it works, you know. And sometimes, you know, you have to run your trains around and just kind of try it out a couple of times before you make anything permanent. But I think it's at a good place now where I can kind of say, okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try something here. Probably fixing to make a mess in there, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, I think going forward, Bradley, the shows will be starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know, but Toronto time at 10 o'clock a.m., 10 to noon. I think Lee goes live now at 12 anyways, so at least we don't, you know, overlap.
Oh.
All right, I think before I attach the body, I'm gonna let
Bubs,
that
what are you
sit
working on?
here.
What am I working on? I'm doing some wiring to the Bojo.
Oh, okay.
Because one of the tracks, I guess, doesn't have power to it when we first ran it, so I'm going to be adding power to it.
Ah, neat.
All right, gents. Well, I gotta take off so I can get ready to go work. So,
All right, Randall.
Randall.
Well, we'll see you. Hopefully,
all right,
next week as well, and we'll hang out again.
As Mike would say.
you guys
As
have
Mike would
yourselves a
say.
good one.
Yep. As Mike would say,
See
keep
ya.
it on the track.
Yeah, there you go. See you.
Later.
See you, guy.
Can you guys actually see me solder?
Yes. It's
Okay.
you look like you're like 3-4 feet away, but
Nope, that's okay, because I want, this time I'm trying to show what I'm doing. So there's one wire done. Instead of being up super close like last time, I'm going to try something a little different with the filming. Oh.
So I guess this is your long weekend then, eh? Or is it next
This is
weekend?
a long weekend, and well, I got 2 long weekends coming up. I got this weekend and next weekend because I actually worked last weekend, so I get a couple of days added on to next weekend.
Nice. That works.
Yep. So when are you starting the chocolate factory?
So it was officially announced on Thursday for the start of the group build, and we're gonna collectively start on the 19th of
Okay.
November.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, like this week, I have not been able to keep track with anything due to the fact work was just busy and I was just tired from, I was just exhausted from work and all that. Like, there was so much on the go we had to do, so.
No worries. It happens. I think Mike has been working a
Oh,
little
yeah.
overtime as well, and it happens. Life happens, you know.
Yeah. Okay, gotta go through the back.
There's always time for trains. So. Did I show you
Yep.
this? Did I show you this?
Just give me a sec here.
My
Yeah, I'm sort of also like,
my
I don't have a screen on. I'm gonna turn my TV on for a second so I can see. Yeah, your loads, I saw that. They look
okay.
good.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I was working away on those, and yeah, it gets aggravating with all the little things you have to do to it and the gluing and whatnot.
Yep. Okay, almost onto the big screen here, so I can actually see what's going on in the chat. I know I'm only on. I know we only have a few minutes left, but
It's all good. Don't rush.
no, I know. There we go. Oh God. Yeah, I'm a little. My shirt's a little dirty from hopping up on the trailer. There we go. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit more closer to the module.
No problem, Randall. Anytime.
There we go. Your elevator is looking pretty good.
It does what it's supposed to. It I imagine it'll go trackside, and then I can put like some trucks because there's a scale here and everything with it, which is kind of neat.
Oh, nice.
Then I'll just blend it into the scenery and have the tracks running by. I'm pretty sure on this side of it, so you won't see a lot of the detail on this side, but still pretty nice.
Okay.
Don't really have to make any conversions with it. I'm thinking of going green with it. I've seen red ones, green ones, brown ones, but
Nice.
I think I might do the green. And they give you decals as well. The decals are nice. 3 different colors, either red, black, or white, depending on what color you go with here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll use those or I like making up my own stuff, but we'll see. I was working on this other little building here that goes beside it. I don't know what this is actually for, but
Come on.
how much more do you have to do there as far as the wiring?
Still got a little bit here and there. Oh no, not much. I still got to put a couple of switch stands in down here. I still got to put a couple of switch stands over on the other portion of the module. I got to still fill in some of the ballasts and the switches and all that, and around the switch stands. I also got to put some grass up, but I think she's just about almost complete.
Cool.
Hopefully that holds now. Shit. Okay, good.
How was your first club meet of the season?
Pretty good. It was actually quiet Saturday. I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah. Like, there were times when it got really quiet where no one was running a train.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Was everybody just chatting, catching up, kind of deal?
I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure.
Well, the setup looked good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I couldn't commit anything to October yet because I didn't know what was going on with work. But it's too late for the module call-in now because they did it basically mid-month just so that they can start planning. So I couldn't really make a commitment yet to it.
Uh,
So you're working on the grain office right now,
yeah.
in the engine house because you never had it inside the actual elevator, or else it would cause an explosion with possible grain dust.
Possible. Quite possible.
Turn this to the side a little bit so I can.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm done the actual elevator part. I have one little kit here to build. It's like there's a little office.
Yeah.
Right where the scale is, and then the only parts that are left are the roof parts, which will get painted a different color anyways. And then there's supposed to be doors for this that you can slide open and close. I was talking about that to Randall earlier, where it's like, don't put glue on this. And I'm like, how will it stay? So yeah, I got to figure that out. But I'm sure that can be added like after anyways. So.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, I've never done this specific kit before. Like, I've done a lot of Walther's kits, but with this kit here, this is not one that I've done before. It's very straightforward as far as the walls, because it feels like there's two of everything, so, you know, two walls the same. So it's like this one and this one are the same, this one and this one are mostly the same, except for the identifying door down there. You know, two, 4 little doors, you know, 2 for each side. So it's very easy to navigate a build like this when, you know, you can kind of just look at the picture and say, oh, that goes there. Okay, no problem. And then I'm not going to glue this to this base here yet, but that basically goes on there. And then the roof goes on that, which makes that complete. And then all that's left is the little building. What's that? What's 17? Glue roof 17 on, and then glue smoke jack. Is it smoke jack or smoke stack?
Smokestack.
Well, it's spelled jack here. Smoke jack. That's why I'm like, is that correct? Is that a thing? I don't even see this smoke jack anywhere, unless it's on one of the other sprues here. Window. And then blank wall.
Come on. Be nice to me. There we go. Clean that up a little bit. So that part's done. It's now the back I gotta do. Careful.
All right, I think we'll end things here. I'm basically done, so we'll call it for the day, and then we'll be back next Sunday, and we'll do more. And I think this is more of a roof piece than a wall piece.
What?
Just the piece that I'm working with here.
Oh.
Yeah. Either way, so yeah, we'll end it here. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And this Thursday is Tim from They Make It Like That. He'll be on Third Rail Thursday, and I believe it's James's week where we're on James's channel tomorrow night for the Off the Tracks Monday. So we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Later, guys.